Okay, hello guys. So in today's video, I know it's been a little bit of a while, so I'm gonna be teaching you functions. Okay, so I'm gonna be teaching you basically everything about functions. So let's start by making a variable, as always, my variable, and I'm gonna teach you how to make a function. So how do you make a function? That's the question, right? Let me turn off my fan so you can hear me better really quickly. Okay, there. Okay. So, what is a function and how do you declare it? A function is a set of things you want the script to do encapsulated into a little, like, imagine this. You want to drink water, orange, and your protein at the same time. Not that I know that's very gross and you wouldn't do that realistically, but you encapsulate it, and what did you do? Blend it and you drink it all at once, or you make it into a little pill you can drink. This is basically what a function does. It encapsulates your code so you can then run the code whenever you want, everywhere on the script, without having to recursively repeat your code. So let's say you want to my variable dot equals plus 1. Let's say you don't have to do this anymore. Okay, you don't have to do this. Let's say it's 0. You don't have to do this anymore, and you don't have to copy paste like this. You don't have to do that, right? So what you can do is just type local function, and then you give your name to the function. So for example, let's say add. So what can we do is, well, here it's basically just telling us the autofill is autofilling the addition. So let's say we want to add, and here in this little brackets you can add a variable which you do not have to type local. So you can type, for example, number. Now, what is this number? We don't know yet. We don't know what the number is, but we just know that this thing is always gonna be a number. So let's do if type of number equals to number, then so that's just gonna filter out, and then we're just gonna do my variable plus number. See, so this will basically filter out any strings that you put by accident or anything that is in a number, and it will add it to the variable, and then we can print our variable. So let's say we want to run this. So add 10. So let's say we want to add 10. This will return 10. So let's see, 10. So my variable got added 10, and we can basically run this anywhere on the code. We can just add without having to repeat these lines of code over and over and over again, which, as you can see, is a lot more. It's 44 lines to maybe, like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So we need to repeat that 6 times, and that's 30 lines of code. So we can just do add and just repeat it. Say we want to do 5, and then we can just do that. So there we go. So that's 6 times, and you can see that we encapsulated this code that normally would take 1, 2, 3, 5 lines, or well, 4 lines if you really did that, and we just encapsulated it into one singular line. Okay, so next up, now this is a bit of a thing I haven't really covered yet, but I kind of have to teach you. No, actually I won't teach it yet. That's like a function, but it's not a function. So let's move on to events. So let's say you have a part. Let's create a part. So what is a event? An event is also named RBX script signal connection. Oh wait, let me just, something like that. It's a RBX script signal. This is the name. So that's basically when something happens, you fire out a function. This is basically when you want to fire a new function out of scratch whenever a singular event happens. So let's say we have a part. So my part equals to game.workspace.part. So now we have my part, we can just do part, since it is a part, my part. It has the property, so we can do point, and you can see material, position, C-frame, color, anchored, change. This is an RBX script signal. And then we have touch, which is, we're gonna do this right now. Touch ended, shape, mask, lock, child added. When something is added, like let's say you put this, it's basically just gonna trigger it. So let's get back into that. Child added, destroying, when you destroy it. We can also do child removed, when a child is removed. This two, and then ancestry change, when your when the instance parent property is changed, or one of the parents is changed. So let's say we parent, I don't know, base plate is under spawn location and part is under base plate. Let's say we move spawn location over here, that'll fire. Descendant added, when you have, for example, a texture added, texture under the part, and you add another part under that texture, that's also descendant. An attribute change, when you make, for example, you make an attribute and change the value. Descendant removing, when you're again, just like descendant adding, just something else. Local simulation touch, this is a bit complex, but it's just like never used, so you don't really have to do this. So we also have colon methods, which are wait for child, get children, essay, get attribute, set attribute, destroy, get pivot. There's a ton, which I'm gonna link down, the whole library of things you can do. You can also use the object explorer, I can't speak well, explorer. So you can also use that. So let's search an instance, where is this thing? There should be an instance. Okay, there seems to not be an instance for some reason. So yeah, for now we're just gonna do part type. No, here. So now we're just gonna do this. So let's say normal part is we can check what a part is. So the class. So this is a texture. We can check is a texture. Text box, for example, it filled out, but yeah. So get attribute, set attribute, destroy. This is like you can just destroy the part. So let's do this. This is a crucial one. This is one of the most important ones that I'm gonna teach in the video. So we can just do that, and as you can see, after 5 seconds, the part will vanish and it doesn't exist anymore. Now this is not only the only thing you can do, but let's say we want to trigger touch, and then we do colon. We can also do wait. We can do connect once and connect parallel, but for now we're just gonna be doing connect. Once is exactly the same as connect, just it'll connect just once and kill the thing. So you can only run it once, and once in the whole game session. So let's do connect, and then here you want to type function, and then you want to click enter, and it'll fill out this little end, but instead it has a closing bracket. So what we wanna do is when the part is closed, let's do an action. Let's say we want to create a part. No, let's say we want to change the part's color to green, and then after 5 seconds we change it back and destroy the part. So let's do this. My part dot color equals, let's do just brick color for now, equals to brick color dot new, and then we just do, let's say, medium red, and then task wait 2, and then my part dot brick color equals to brick color dot new, medium stone gray, yep, and then we just do task dot wait 1, and then my part destroy. But okay, so let's do this, and then I'm gonna do another method which is similar to destroy but a lot better, I would say. So well, we touched it right away, but let's do this. Okay, so here, anchor. Let's just anchor it so we can only touch it, just us. So let's say touch and boom, see, and then it returns back and destroys. So now not only can you see, can you put custom variables here to receive, you can also depending on the type of the connector, this is what of the RBX script signal, you can connect a variable to the function. So let's say hit. This is what touched the variable. So for example, you want to get the character, like who touched the part. So let's say it's a player and we want to get the player. So hit. So now let's say local character equals to hit dot parent. Since we're always touching the character, let me generate character. So when this guy wait, let me just, so let's say when this guy touches the part which I can't touch right now, let me just no, let's do this. Okay, here, there we go. So for some reason this thing doesn't let me grab it, but whatever, that's whatever. Just delete every attachment real quick. There we go. So now we can actually grab it like a normal person. So okay, so let's say it's touching. So what is touching? Normally something always touches first. So let's say the arm is touching. So what touched the part? Only one part inside of the human will touch it, which will be the, what is touching? Let's find it real quick. Here, the right hand is touching the part, meaning that hit is the right hand. What is the parent of the right hand? The already pro, which in this case would be the player. So let's say we want to inflict damage to the player. So that's a character. Now the character always has a humanoid, meaning that it's like it controls variables such as the health, the regeneration, well not regeneration, walk speed, jump power, etc. So let's do local humanoid equals to character. Here's another method. Wait for child, meaning that it'll wait until the character either exists or just you can time it out, but I don't normally do that. So yeah, it's humanoid. So we can just do that. And let's do task.wait. Let's do humanoid dot health, and then let's do -10. So let's say that'll happen. So let's see, and you will see that when we touch the part, we take damage, because what we're doing is essentially that's okay, yeah, that's basically because it runs in loop, blah blah blah, something's touching it, and yeah, it's not, the humanoid doesn't exist there, but it's not really a big problem. So what we're doing is accessing the character, which is the hit, which we can actually print the hit, and this time we can do print hit. So we can see here what the hit is. So let's say we want to touch it. We touch handle, head, handle, head. What is the parent of the handle and the head? The character. It's the parent. What is the parent of the character? Parent Archimex, which is this. How, now that we have the model, we can search inside of the model for the humanoid, and boom, we take damage, because the humanoid has a property called health, and boom, we're taking damage. So that's basically how it works. That's pretty simple. That's a pretty basic way. I just wanted to get that out of the way because it's a pretty important function. So next up, let's do debris. So let's say we want to delete my part automatically 5 seconds after it is constructed. So before this, let's do instance.new. So instance.new, it creates an instance. I already kind of explained what an instance is. Instance is, for example, this is an instance, this is an instance. Everything that has a class and is viewable on the Explorer is an instance. So let's say instance.new, and we can just create a part. So here you can see there's a ton of things you can create, and boom, part. Now you can set the parent here, but I don't recommend doing this. So let's say, so to set the parent, we want to create a variable, local new part equals to instance.new, new part.parent, new part.parent equals to game.workspace. So now the new part will be parented to the workspace, and after that we can just start applying changes. So let's say new part debris new part. Wait, let me find the. I think it's supposed to be thing. If not, yeah, okay. So you just do local debris service. Here comes another method, which is game get service, and then the service you want to get. So debris. So in this case, we're gonna do debris. So let's do debris service, and here's another method, add item, and we're gonna add an item, the instance, and the lifetime. And after this number passes, the instance will be destroyed. So let's say new part. Let's add the new part, comma 10, 5. So after 5 seconds, the new part will be destroyed. So let's wait one. Oh wait, I couldn't get to see my bad. Okay, wait. Wrong part. Sorry. Here we go. So had the part, and after one of these 5 seconds, yeah, I placed in the, and it got deleted. It got placed. We couldn't see it, but yeah, it got placed. That's the point. So next, we're gonna do how to do, like, what's correct. So should you do dot touch or touch connect function, or should you do dot touch connect existing function arguments. So an arg is basically the thing that you put inside of here. So should you do let's say local function existing function, then yeah, so thing.touch connect function, should you do this? I normally do this situationally, but for some times I do this because it just simply makes the whole thing cleaner. So let's say UIS, user input service, I do that. I use the connectors because it is simply easier, and sometimes it makes it cleaner. It's all up to your choice. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the video. I think there's only like one or two things. Let's see, what else can I cover? So, oh yeah, get children. So you remember for IV loops. So this is a table. Now notice how workspace has children. There's a method called get children. You can use this in absolutely any instance. So we can also use it in new part. We can also use it in game.workspace. Anywhere that has children. Do colon, get children, and do. So now what this will do is it converts every children into a table that you can modify. So now the V is, for example, camera, terrain, spawn location, base plate, and they don't have a variable name. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so let's say if v.name equals to part, then, so remember, oh my god, so remember v is the thing it is running through, the instance, because we're getting the children. Okay, so let's do that. And what if we get it, we're gonna the reservice add item, we're gonna add the part, or will be comma 5. So this should in fact, and let's print v, print I. So this should kind of give us a little thing. So part 5, part 6. So we're gonna add it, and it's gonna get deleted. See? So it gets deleted. 5 and 6. That's the index, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the new part we created 6. So that's pretty much how I explained it, and it only runs for part because we're using an if. Dot name is a property. You can also, for example, new part dot name equals to, I don't know, some part. So if you run this, you're gonna see that some part. See? So it'll only run part because the name of the part is part. Anyway, I think that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching this. Pretty much a simpler video, but the thing is of this video is to add on to your already existing knowledge. So now you can make a function. You can make, when the part gets touched, you loop through every single player in the in the game and damage them. You can do that now. That's the point of this series, to teach you and add on to your knowledge until you suddenly can do almost anything that you want. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe if you learned something, and also please follow my Roblox user. It's linked in the description, or well, not linked because I can't link because of YouTube, blah blah blah, verification. But the username is gonna be descripted there. It's Jstellar with an I instead of double L. I need 10,000 followers, bro. ASAP, bro. I swear to God, and join the Discord. Okay, guys, bye. Hope you enjoyed the outro.
Hey, I'm Daniel. Good.